Hello friends of the Northern Entertainment and welcome to my first video using virtual reality and X-Plane. Now I have done a couple of streams already and every one of those streams unfortunately ended somewhat in a disaster. But we are just flying here this little Cessna today from our home airport. We're gonna do a VR flight. We're gonna do a VFR flight. It's a VR VFR flight. Say that 5 times quickly. But all kidding aside, the weather is okay. I had to cheat a little bit. I'm not flying with real world weather because there is no VFR flying today that I can do here. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of the idea of having VR flights. I don't know how well it's gonna translate. I do hope you guys enjoy what you see here. I'm not using much of a checklist today either, just because we're just gonna go out. I'm gonna tell you where we're flying though. We're gonna go out here on the runway over the lake. Then we're gonna maybe make a quick circle over town. Then we're gonna go alongside Highway 2 up to the turnoff where the road goes towards Swan Hills, and we're probably gonna land in Swan Hills. Back there, that highway that you see in the distance, that would be highway. Actually, no, that can't be Highway 88 because there should be, for all intents and purposes, there should be trees between Highway 88 and the airport. But that could be. Well, you know what? Let's get us in the air and just. Yeah. Oh. I guess we'll see how it works. So I am using a combination. I'm using where's the bacon? Hero, strobe, nav, taxi, land, fuel pump, and some fuel flow for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, for seconds. Enough. Don't want to flood the whole thing. Oh. About an 8th in. Yeah. Clear prop. All right. Well, that was fairly painful or painless. All right. Anybody can give me a tip how to prevent that from happening, that would be awesome. So annoying. I have to reset the pilot view here. How many times? Anyway, we got that going. We're gonna turn our taxi lights on. And our nav lights on. Strobe stay off because we are still at the thingy here. At the apron. Let's go. You can see the windsock though, as annoying as that is. So over there, right here, what you see there, that's Slave Lake Helicopters, and this is a private terminal, and then this terminal here is, in all reality, that would be Ken West. And it's funny that they have the fuel truck standing there, because that's where the fuel truck is pretty much parked in real life as well. I can lean it out a little bit here on the ground. We don't want to foul our plugs. Although I don't think that's really a thing in... that's not a thing in... in X-Plane, per se. Yeah, so this is... No, wait a second. This is the Ken West hangar. Oh, no way. They redone the airport from the last time that I used the X-Plane. Because that little shack there, that is now accurately represented as well. And then this little... Well, it looks almost like a hangar over there. This is where the... that little hangar over there is where the maintenance is for the airport. So, it's fairly quiet this morning though. There's absolutely no traffic. I'm really surprised. Okay, let's see. Still can't see the windsock. It should be right down there. So we're just gonna 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. You start when you start here from Slave Lake International Slave Lake Airport. Slave Lake International Airport. Yeah, no, I don't think so. But 9 times out of 10, when you when you start from here, you start over the lake, because 115 kilometers of lake, you have just the wind has a lot of time to pick up speed. Now down here we coming now up to the restricted area of the airport, which is the fire base or the air tanker base. During the winter there are no air tankers here. They are either helping in California, or as the case is right now, we have a bunch of them down in Australia helping with the wildfires. In fact, my neighbor is down there right now because he works with the SRD. That's quite interesting. Now this is not 100% accurate what you see here. There should be 4 huge tanks, red tanks with fire retardant. But yeah, this is where the official part, quote unquote, the official part of the airport ends. Yeah, they have only 1 white tank, I guess. Better than nothing. Good enough. Alright, so we are gonna go here on our runway 28. Would be cool to see an air sock. But you know what? Oh yeah, see. Oh, well, the air sock is limp as it can be. Yeah, I mean, that's good enough. Good enough, good enough. What we're gonna do now is gonna do this one and rev her up to 2000. Do the run up. Or 1800 actually. And then we're gonna have our... Ah, whoops, sorry. That was not good for the starter at all. Okay, well, I think we are ready to go. Gonna turn our taxi light off. Gonna turn our landing light on. Make sure that there's no traffic. Slave Lake traffic. Cessna, Charlie, November Echo, Sierra, Sierra. Entering a runway 28, depart to the west. Safely traffic. Flaps 10. Rolling start. Take off power set. Full ridge. And here we go. Beautiful thing is she's gonna fly herself off the runway as soon as she wants to get airborne. And yeah, this is just like in real life. By the way, somewhere down there is where I work. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna take a quick run or a quick look around the... Oh no, 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 no. Not cool. We're gonna take a quick flight here once we are at around 3,000 feet. Oh, there's Dog Island. So this version has actually Dog Island. I am absolutely thrilled to see this. Okay, we're gonna go 20 square. Well, we can't go 20 square, but we're gonna reduce to about 2100. And then we're gonna trim her out. Maybe not. Alright. So, now here is my problem. I don't see highway number 2. And that is going to be the highway that we are following. Don't mind the controller that's joining us on the outside. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep, there's highway 2. Now, again, I'm not using Author for XP or any of the likes. Albeit I should. Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough. Yep, there's the highway. There's the highway, and right beside the highway we have the railroad, and that is realistic. So we're just gonna follow the highway now out, and then I don't think that all those little why they are not really subdivisions, I guess you could say, from the MD, like Whitewater and all those places. I don't think we're gonna see those, to be honest, but I might be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. I mean, it looks very realistic in that you have a lot of trees, albeit our trees at the moment are mostly blackened from the fires. And even though that's now almost, well, it is 9 years ago, you can still see the scars that it left. Ah, Lewis. The boss of A2A, shout out to you, my friend. I destroyed you yesterday in Beat Saber on a couple of songs. Oh, what do you know? There's Canyon Creek. And that looks halfway accurate. You know what? Time to be a good steward to your environment, and we're gonna go and leaner out. Alright, there was the drop, so we go a little bit up again. You want to lean it out up until you feel the engine surge once, and then... Yep. There's Canyon Creek. Well... a very rough representation of Canyon Creek. There are not nearly as many buildings as there are in this representation. Also, the garbage dump is missing. Would have seen that. But yeah, guys, I don't know how well it really translates into the video, but flying VR, it's really hard to go back to fly. Oh yeah, look at that, Whitewater Canyon Creek. That must be all of them. Fast. Cool. But no, flying in VR, once you start flying in VR, it's really difficult to go back. Yeah, to go back to quote-unquote normal flying. On a monitor, on a 2-monitor setup, 3-monitor setup, whatever. So you will see a lot more of virtual reality flights. I do hope that Microsoft 2020, once it's released, will support virtual reality flights as well. So I'm not sure what's going on here with those two highways over there. Now there shouldn't be really... There shouldn't be anything that's coming our way. Yeah, this is way too many buildings. Way too many buildings. Also, that road here that you see, that goes directly to an oil plant in real life. Or to an oil field, I should say. And we have many of those around here. Now if I could see the tracks, that would be amazing. All is in the greens. Okay, so there's Highway 2. As I said, don't mind the controller on the outside of the plane. I forgot to take it inside. Just funny little story from my first flight in VR a while back here. So I was sitting here, and right now the controller is resting on my thigh. But I was sitting here and flying, and oh wait a second, this is the highway. This on this side is highway 2, the one that we want to follow. Yeah, so I had my controller in the hand, and I'm looking down to the side, and well, here's a nice little seat that I could put that. And that's what I did. I let go of the controller, and then I heard the clang when the controller hit the ground. And that was when I realized that, oh, right. Whereas this looks real, it is not. But honestly, guys, I feel like flying in virtual reality is a lot more realistic. Or even, do I want to say easier? It seems easier because you just have spatial awareness that you do not have when you fly in 2D. And that's why I keep saying it's gonna be really, really difficult for me to go back to 2D flying. Albeit I might have to do it. Okay. Scan of the essentials. Look, the fuel flow is pretty low, which is good. It's really easy to get lost here. We are looking for a road. Now we are way too far away from the, you know what, this point. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it here. Oh my gosh. There we go. High Prairie. High Prairie I did not want. I'm looking for Swan Hills. There, EMS, that's the one. So at this point we're gonna be... Oh, that must be the highway then here. Two Swan Hills right there. Very cool. Yeah, it's of course beautiful weather to fly. Yeah, I think this could be the highway right there. This one here. I really need Author 4, like, I really want Author 4 XP. For that simple reason. And Swan Hills is interesting. I mean, we get a lot of snow, but Swan Hills is getting 5 times as much usually. There's a lot of traffic around us. But realistically, nothing that's gonna be anywhere close to us. Is this the highway? That's the big question here. Because if that highway just all of a sudden ends, then it's not the highway that we're looking for. Okay. Anybody see a rather large highway cutting straight across? Don't. That's okay though. Thankfully we have our map. Oh wait. That might be the one. Could be. I'll just follow it and see. And to be honest guys, a lot of those little towns here that we have, they wouldn't even be on the map without the oil and gas industry. Kinda wanna keep the highway here on my right side if at all possible. Yeah, that's the highway. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the highway. So we're gonna be, if I see that right, we are going to be getting close to Swan Hills here within the next probably 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, somewhere around there. Once we are there, we're gonna do our due diligence, take a gander at the runway, make sure that it's all nice and clear. Yeah, this is the right highway though. This is going to be the highway that takes us all the way over there. I'm gonna do something that I usually don't do, just because it induces crazy vertigo. Oh, actually, it's not so bad this time. Trying to see if we can by any chance already spot the airport. But I think that might be a little bit too far out yet. That's no good. There should be... Oh, there's the highway. Okay, I was like, is like what? My cable got caught and now it's dragging my head back every time. A little bit annoying. There, that's better. That is a better. So I'm thinking 2 minutes we should be seeing the airport pop up here. One would hope. If we followed the correct highway. I climb a little bit. Because Swan Hills has its name for a reason. And that makes me wonder. It's over there. I'm not so sure anymore if that map is accurate at all. Or if we followed the right highway. Could be somewhere here. Yeah, I'm just gonna point my nose to the general direction. And hopefully that'll do her. Okay, there's the highway. Oh. Could it be? Oh yeah, that must be it. Alright. Okay, so this was the highway. There must have been the highway then that we followed. Oh. My bad. Okay. Airport in the land. Ah, must be up there then. By the looks of it. Yep, there's Swan Hills. And that up there, therefore, should be the airport. So we're gonna be doing a left-hand pattern, gonna be going crosswind. Crosswind down base. Yeah, that's the airport, I think. It looks airport-ish to me. Yes, 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 it is so. Alright. Not gonna be a perfect racetrack, I know that. That's okay though. Yeah, the runway is clear, so that's good. Ah, right. Oh, well, too high. I'm gonna extend a little bit. Forgot what the height of that airport was, but we are at least 500 feet still in the air, so we're gonna extend our downwind leg before we turn final. Boy. Yeah, this is not my finest landing approach by any stretch of the imagination, but that's okay. Well, maker or breaker. There's two options. Well, guys, if we made it till here, white on white, red on red would be worse though. Yeah, too wide, we are too high. I knew that. Ah, there we go. Oh, we got a white on red. And butter, 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 butter. Alright, let's get off the let's get off the runway. Yeah, it was not my finest landing, but it was definitely not my worst landing. And you know what they say, every landing you can walk away from is a good landing. Every landing that you can reuse the plane is a very good landing. But yeah, guys, I can tell you honestly that it's gonna be hard to go back to 2D flying. I don't know if I could do it. Like, I'm gonna do it if or when I get Microsoft 2020 and they don't have native support for native support for VR, but other than that, wait, it's gonna be difficult. Alright, well, guess we park her just right there. That was as good a spot as any, eh? Alright. Okay, friends, I do hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did. Join me again next time. Off, off, and avionics off. And the power off. Yeah, that is the end, my friends. And until next time, NorthernAlex signing off. Thank you so much for watching. And it didn't